Okay, so following on from making cupboards for the workshop, I'm now going to try and tidy up this area. I'm going to change its use. Okay, as you can see, this area is a bit messy. It's got my coats and stuff I used to use for site, but I'm doing less and less site work. It's got my planer here, it's got a pillar drill there, and an extractor. Now basically the pillar drill never gets used. The coats get used, but they could do with being somewhere else. So what I'm thinking is making it so that this planer can go in and out more to give me more room here in this kind of corridor type area. Timber rack on the wall, get rid of the pillar drill. If I'm going to get a smaller one at some point, I only use it for tiny holes anyway. And make it so that the extractor can go further on up. So what I'm going to do is get rid of these coat hooks and then put some shelves I've bought, like purpose-made timber shelves up there. So let's get started. Okay, so I've got the area clear. Time to take down the coat hooks and then put up the wood racks. After removing all the clothes off the coat pegs, I can see one thing. I've got a lot of cold and wet weather clothes that I've kept from site over the last 18 years. This one must be at least 15, 16 years old, if not more. Yeah, kept me warm many a time, but I think some of it's got to go. Okay, so I've not bought much Trition stuff before, but my brother's got these wood racks in his place, and they look pretty good. So I thought I'd give them a try. They don't stick out too far. I think they stick out about a foot, so 300mm. Really simple construction by the looks of it. I've stripped the plastic off a couple of bits, take the end off, then there's a little divot on there, that's the bottom, and then there's some little holes in the side, which are what, there's a screw going to go in, and that will go on like that, so it's just over 90 degrees, so I've got 4 of these to put together, so I can put some screws in there, put them all together, and then there's some little spacers that go at the back somewhere that sit on there. And I'm going to try and tack screw these to the studs of this container and see if that works. Right, let's get cracking. Okay, so what I've got to fix it is some Tech screws, long enough to go through. And I've made sure it's not too long to go through. The actual shed. You've got to put these little spacers on the back. And what I'll try and do is just get one fixed, and then I can level it up and get all the others in place. Good. Okay, so if I set up the laser now, line through the bottoms, I get one there, and then maybe one on the other side of the window, so if I've got the occasional long thing I can put in there. The two close together, be fine. That's what I'm thinking at the moment. Right. Okay, as you can see in the end, I decided not to put one on the other side of the window, and I've gone for 4 quite close together. And what that means is it can really support an 8-foot length really well. So I've got some 4-foot lengths of MDF on there, and they're really well supported. Save things sagging and stuff. First thoughts of this, I really like it. Really strong, stable. Does seem really strong. Like I said, I had the one piece that was the wrong angle, but I've put that at the top for now, and I can alter that at a later date. Iron them through, although the bottoms are all level. There are slight deviations, which isn't too bad for timber. But I wouldn't say they're, kind of perfectly machined for the way the angles are. But for the cost, I mean, they're really quite cheap for what they are. Downside, they're not adjustable. You can't fold them away or anything like that. But yeah, and the heights are fixed. You can't take any of these off without taking it off the wall, unscrewing lots of little screws and putting them back in. And the little screws are kind of made out of butter, quite hard to put in. You had to use the impact driver and really kind of push hard and drive them home. So yeah, I mean, luckily there was one spare. I think they sent in the 2 packs. And also the 1 pack had 5 of these spacers, and the 1 pack had 7 of these spacers. So it's a good job I had 2 packs of these timber racks. But I think for a garage or a little workshop like this, it's kind of ideal. Means my planer can tuck up underneath it now when it's not in use, and I can keep timber up out of the way. Hopefully, not going to keep it too full. Might make one of them just a permanent shelf I can put a few things on, but the rest will be used for timber during projects. I can put stuff on and take stuff off. So yeah, right. So that's another bit of the workshop sorted out. So thank you for watching. Please click like and subscribe, and yeah, see you soon.